What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Drivecast. This is the 69th episode, and today we're here with CJ and Daniel. You might know him from an earlier episode of Drivecast. So firstly, before we get into all of the main topics, we should explain why it's literally only me and CJ and everyone else has disappeared. So, Nina is still asleep, I'm assuming. Like, we literally don't know where he is. Jay has got lost on his way back to Uganda. So he's not here. And then Speedway died again. Yeah, Speedway died. Like I heard he got hit by a truck. So.
Oh.
My deepest condolences.
Yeah. So.
My deepest condolences.
So we were originally gonna do like a huge 69. 69 episodes.
69.
But because we've only got us three, we're just going to keep it to an hour and we'll save it for next week or some shit. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the 69th episode of Drivecast. So, we've got plenty of topics today, as you guys know. E3 is just around the corner, so we're going to go ahead, talk about E3 and everything that's coming along with it. As well as that, we're also going to be talking about the new Top Gear, as well as a few other things, and obviously the Q&A questions at the end. So, before we get into the main bulk of things, Daniel, do you want to explain what you're all about, your channel? Give yourself a bit of a plug.
Yes. Yep. I do showcase videos like that. I guess I'm kind of like Jay on Drive, the J pennant of Drive Club. Although I do a bit of NFS too, but yeah, I mean, I do want to. I would occasionally do vlogs. Okay, I'm struggling to speak. I mean, it's pretty late, so. But yeah, I mean, like that's stuff I do.
So fresh racing showcases.
Drive Club's a good
Call me
game.
the J of Drive Club. I guess.
So, Daniel's link will be down in the description as well as everyone else's if you want to go ahead and subscribe.
Daniel from Drive Club.
First thing, you need to kill yourself. We were talking about this before we started. I don't know how I'm going to cope for an hour of you, CJ. Daniel's okay. Like, me and him, we're low-key cool, but you're going to kill me.
No.
You're actually going to kill me with all your fucking autism. I've already heard a burp. I've already heard you saying woo doo 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 and all this bullshit. Fucking Down syndrome.
Because I didn't go.
Okay. And you're singing random crap.
I've noticed that people in the comments of like Drivecast usually say, "How do you cope with CJ?" And I honestly don't know how you're still here alive.
Alive?
I don't know how you cope with CJ either.
Like,
I don't know how anybody copes with
some
CJ.
of the shit you speak, and no one's here to hold me back this week. Usually Jay, maybe Nina sometimes, they'd hold me back from being a bit ruthless. This week, bitch, I'm going in raw, so you best believe that I'm gonna fucking...
I'm going in raw too.
If you got out of line, I'm gonna shoot you back in place.
No, I might be that person, we'll see.
And yeah, me and Dan, we're gonna be that person to fucking put you back in line, so watch yourself, CJ, that's a warning. Anyway,
excuse me. You're gonna get salmonella. You're gonna get salmonella from my raw shit.
Alright, so
damn it.
First thing we should go ahead and talk about is E3. So E3 is right around the corner, and we're gonna go ahead and try to predict every single conference, not just the racing games, but the actual conference, like the whole thing. So, the first one we'll talk about, I think, is actually the first one on the card. I think it's Xbox or Microsoft, I should say.
Yeah.
I think they're first. So, what do you think they're going to show now? I think we should save Horizon 3 till last because that's the one we're probably going to talk about most.
Yeah.
So I think firstly we should talk about the games which, well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rumor reports up. Xbox E3, and then we can go ahead and go through them all because that probably makes a lot more sense. So yeah, so the Xbox One is the first one. That's the first one we're going to see. So first off, Gears of War 4. Is anyone actually interested?
No.
No, not really.
Alright, fucking Gears of War 4 then if you're interested. I'm not interested. Crackdown 3?
Never heard of it.
I've heard of Crackdown too.
I've heard Crackdown's a really good game. Never played it myself though. Apparently, it's a possibility that we could see a short CG teaser for Halo 6. So I'm a big Halo fan. I don't think anyone else is a Halo fan here.
I got a bit of a soft spot for Halo, truth be told.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I played 5 and I enjoyed it. So,
All right,
and 3, of course. Halo 3 is Bay for me personally.
Halo 3 and Halo 2 were the best.
I played Halo Wars.
Kill yourself. So,
Really?
Halo 6. I think it won't. Okay, so what we'll get is what we got a few years ago when like Master Chief went up to the thing and like it looked like he was a Jedi, but it wasn't a Jedi. Do you remember that teaser? That teaser when the big thing came out of the ground, it's like, Shah! I think that's what we're gonna get if we do see Halo 6. I know one thing for a fact that we will see is Halo 5 Forge is coming to PC for free, I think.
Forge? What's that? Halo 5
Forge is basically the mode where you can create your own maps and stuff.
Oh, well, it's not the actual. It's not the actual
Wait.
game.
Halo 5's on PC.
Yeah,
No.
but it's a free version too.
But it's not
Oh.
actual fighting. It's just map tool, isn't it?
No, you can. Yeah, there'll be a like a normal arena mode.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's kind of cool.
Another game for
So-
for a lot of other friends to be excited for.
Especially with the fact it's on PC. I don't think the last Halo that was on PC was Halo 2. So it's been a fucking long time. So that'll be interesting to see at Microsoft's conference. As well as that, we'll probably end up seeing loads of indie titles which no one's actually bothered about. Battlefield 1. I guess we'll talk about more about that in the EA section because that'll take most of it. Overwatch. I don't know what this is. I remember that from last year, but I never really. I don't know. I think a big point in Microsoft's conference is going to be VR with the HoloLens.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think of the HoloLens?
They look cool, but it's gonna take a while before they actually become anything useful.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the moment they're just still kind of easing the way in. I think at the moment there's nothing to go home about. I think give it a few more years maybe, and then VR will probably kick off. But for now, I mean,
Still in its baby stages, I guess.
Definitely. There's already VR porn though. I've seen that on Pornhub. There's like a section.
Yeah, there's VR hentai too. So
of course you know about that, you fucking freak. So
no,
anyway,
I don't watch hentai. Hentai's gay.
Fucking pedophile.
Yeah, I bet you thing is you probably actually are. Like out of everyone in the chat to grow up to be a paedophile, you are the one that's most likely to grow up to be a pedophile.
Everyone type in the chat. CJ
Everyone type in the chat, CJ's a pedophile.
Type in the chat. CJ's a stupid pedophile.
But I'm not though.
Okay, and with that being said, we'll go on to the most important thing out of possibly the whole of the E3 conference.
Horizon 3.
FH3. So again, not much has been confirmed. We know that the Lamborghini Sorrento thing is the cover car, but that's basically all we know. I think we should try kind of round up realistically what we think it's going to be. Put to the side all the bullshit in terms of what we want to see, and we should actually talk about what we think we're going to see.
Alright.
Because we can go out here for days and days and days and talk about, oh, we want it to be in Japan, we want wide kits, but I think we should be more realistic and actually try to predict what's going to happen. So, firstly, I think the first thing, boring stuff, we'll get the car list out of the way. Do you think the car list is going to be bigger than Motorsport 6?
No. Usually it isn't the Horizon series compared to the Motorsport series.
Because they won't have the race cars. They definitely won't have the race cars.
And they're not gonna have the limo. I hope not, but
No, they definitely will have the limo in there. I can guarantee that's going to be in there. It's Horizon. It's going to be under like utility vehicle. How many cars is
under Cult Classics? There's the transit van,
Which is weird.
Horizon 2,
Really?
Yeah, on Horizon 2.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how many cars are in Forza 6 so we can compare, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. Do you not think they'll have the race cars in? I think they could.
The NASCAR, no, but Formula cars they probably will.
You don't think they'll have NASCARs in?
No, I doubt it because NASCAR cars don't run well on actual roads.
Yeah, but it's Horizon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then again,
So I think just for like
as of right now, according to this
perhaps
site,
just for the car list.
according to this site, there's 460 cars
460.
available.
And that's not including all the DLC and shit. So I can see it going to 500.
Yeah.
I think it's like you can go to 500. To be fair, there's a few duplicate like race cars which you might not see, but for the majority, I can genuinely see it going to like 500 cars.
Yeah, probably.
Especially considering that like cars like the E46 weren't even in Horizon 2, but they were in Forza Motorsport 5 and shit. I don't know. I think it will be very, very close to her Forza 5's car list, Forza 6 car list, sorry. But I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because they usually they give the Horizon series less cars, even though it shouldn't have less cars.
And they also give the Motorsport series drifting modes when people want drifting in Forza Horizon. Like they do a lot of weird shit. You gotta keep in mind that a lot of people do want it in motorsports games. That, like, think about it. Most of the things that people do in motorsport games, like, in terms of like YouTube videos, are drifting. I know that, but people want it
a lot. Community for drifting.
People also want it in Horizon for whatever reason. They don't.
There's no reason why it shouldn't be in both, but
yeah.
I think I'd say it's wanted in motorsport as much in Horizon, if not more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the car list out of the way. You go.
Especially if Horizon is much more of like an open world game. You expect to see like a lot of drifting stuff there.
Yeah.
So, the fact that drifting is like a separate drifting mode is absent from Horizon, it's beyond me.
So, that's that for the car list. Overall opinion: do you think it's gonna be less, more, or the same?
Probably
as
less.
6?
Probably less.
Probably less than 6, but more than Horizon 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair. All right, so that's the car list out of the way with. Next, we should go ahead and talk about setting. So, as much as we want it to be in Japan,
that's not happening.
It's not gonna happen. Where do we think? I'm gonna say Australia.
Yeah, closest to Japan they're ever gonna get is New Zealand, but I'm gonna go on a lamb and say
on a lamb.
You
meant on a limb, you fucking retard.
On a limb, sorry. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I'm just gonna go balls to the wall. Say Mexico.
Whoa.
Okay, Daniel.
But realistically,
I'm thinking
Australia.
California.
I'm not thinking California or Spain.
I've heard that apparently on Horizon 2's radio, on one of like the stations, he says next stop for the Horizon Festival is LA. So maybe that's an Easter egg going into the next game. I don't know.
I remember the Easter egg, the rumor before Horizon 2 came out. It was supposed to be set. The rumor was supposed to set in Louisiana, which would have been that'd been a bad look. That would be a bad location, to be fair.
I don't even know what the fuck like is there. Like, as an international person, what the fuck is in Louisiana? I know CJ knows. Don't tell me. I'm not that interested.
It's nothing interesting. It's nothing interesting. New Orleans and nothing else, really. Just swamps and shit.
See, that's just... and not even Australia. Like, I know you've got the Outback for dirt shit, and then they've got the nice country roads and stuff, but, like, it just... I don't want it to be there, but it will be there.
Disney is a great city.
It is, but, like... I don't know. It's just a bit boring to me. It's just a bit.
It would be pretty bland too, because like.
I feel like it would be the same as Horizon 1's map.
No, Horizon 1 map had a lot more variety.
Except instead of having like loads of dotted cities and kind of being a bit scarce, it'd be very populated in one area and then loads of scarce areas. Does that make sense? I feel like it would be too similar to something we've already seen.
I'd rather have it set in New Zealand. New Zealand seems like a better place for it if they're gonna do that area.
Do you think they're gonna do New Zealand though?
New Zealand sounds cool too.
It'd be a better place because there's a lot of mountain roads.
Do you think they're gonna do it?
No, because they're lazy.
So what do you think they're gonna do?
Australia.
We're predicting it. Australia. Yeah. Australia. It probably will be Australia. Australia or LA. I'm gonna say. One of the two. It won't be Japan.
I don't mind it being in LA.
I really wish it was Japan though.
Yeah, I think everyone I think that's a universal answer. Is just Japan? Like LA. I don't know. LA's more of a street racing thing, isn't it?
Yeah. More illegal type thing.
California as like a whole, really.
If they're gonna do LA, I really wish they add cops. But
they won't. Though.
They're not gonna. They're not.
But they can do it, but they need to. I feel like they're not that forward thinking enough to do that.
Yeah, definitely not. But
Because for me, when you say LA, the first thing that comes into my mind is the first Fast and Furious film.
Yeah.
And there's no way they're gonna do anything like that. No way.
Not. I mean, they're probably gonna do freaking India before they do LA.
So that's for the place, I guess.
Yeah.
So what else would they? What about new features? What new features do you reckon they're gonna add? Because they're gonna have to label something as new. Because last time they had the car meets, which were fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, that was total BS.
What else did they add in Horizon 2? I'm gonna type in Horizon 2 new features and see what comes up.
Drivatars were a new feature in Horizon 2 over Horizon 1.
No, because they were in Horizon. They were in Motorsport 5.
Forza 5. Forza 5.
Yeah, but for Horizon series, it was a new feature.
They didn't really advertise it as a new thing though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they in the trailer they advertised the world, the cars, the meets. And what else? Might have been the Drivatars actually.
So I thought they
might have been the Drivatars. I think it was okay. I've got it up here. It was explore a massive living open world, action-packed driving, instantly connect with friends, which is bullshit because the fucking connections on there are shit. And your ultimate car fantasy. Which kind of bullshit is that? Like, that is like literally. That is marketing.
Unless you're Shmee150 or Paul Wallace or Sam from Seen Through Glass.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's like my idea of a perfect car journey is going up Mount
Everest.
going up Mount Everest in a Jeep, in a Willys Jeep. The thing is, I don't know, like, it's so weird because like what we want, I feel like we are such a small minority of people.
Yeah.
You not think like us as YouTubers and the people who are watching, like you guys watching, like we all want Japan, but realistically, if you were to go up to someone in the street and say, "Oh, what like someone who plays racing games casually, what would you want it to be in LA or Japan?" They'd say LA. That's kind of what I feel like. It's a bit disappointing because like again we all want it to be there, but it just I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna do it to get people hyped. I'm sure they will because they're very good at it and like they know what they're doing in terms of trailers and shit. But it's gonna be so hard for them to do it.
You know what we should do? We should come up with our own advertising slogans for Horizon 3 on what we think it's gonna be.
That got me thinking. Honest trailers. You know honest trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should like do honest trailers for honest gaming trailers
for Horizon
Forza
3.
Horizon. Yeah.
I'd go in.
So it's like
I'd go in, fam. I know.
Yeah,
so what were we even talking about? I can't even remember what
Horizon
we were talking
3.
about. We were talking about AIDS.
Horizon 3 new features, which I don't think there will be any.
Explore.
It's got to be at least. I reckon they could add a drifting mode.
Explore a distinct world.
Maybe they might add like Storm Island on launch.
Well,
or
it
something.
It would have
something
if they're doing Australia, it'd be Christmas Island, because that's basically an island, or Tasmania.
Shit. CJ.
Or you know, something as
slowing down the pace of Drivecast.
What? Okay.
And I thought last episode was bad. Where Jay was being full on his period, but this is just you. This wasn't as bad. Last week was genuinely awful.
I still need to
new
watch
features. I'm saying drift mode could possibly be a thing.
Yeah, it could. But then again, when I think of Australia, I don't think of winding roads. I think of just straight roads. So if they're gonna do Australia,
there is a lot of nice roads in Australia. Like I say, it's boring and stuff. There is some nice roads, but the nice roads that are there are the same types of roads we saw in Horizon 2 in terms of like going across Rivieras and shit.
Yeah, I'm just looking up
Not
some.
necessarily.
That's why it's boring to me. It's because we've already seen it, not because it's bad.
Ooh, I found this nice coastal mountain highway.
That's what I mean.
Australia.
It's like the same as what we've seen in Horizon 2, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I reckon if it's gonna, it's not definitely not gonna be back in Europe.
Definitely.
It's like it just won't be back in Europe. And if they, I don't know.
Imagine if they did Scotland.
They won't do Scotland. Scotland's boring as well. Scotland's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Too many pandas there as well.
Oh, they have some pretty nice roads in Scotland, I heard.
Yeah, but pandas are there.
But yeah, it is. Yep. It is the hometown. It is the homeland of a certain someone. You know.
And another thing with that is
it'll definitely make them happy.
You know, like the cover cars of Centuriano or Centurino or whatever.
Centenario.
Centenario.
Yeah.
That definitely doesn't fit Japan. It doesn't really fit LA if you think about it.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't
It would fit more Italy.
Oh.
Or
I think I might have an idea.
What?
Abu Dhabi.
Ooh, that's the city that's near Dubai.
Oh no, I'd hate that. It's just fucking dirt everywhere, fam. That's shit.
The thing is, people can be executed there for being gay.
Like
that's not a good place for a racing game.
Oh, kill yourself, CJ. I don't know, Dubai. Like, you being serious, fam? Nah. Like, when I think of Dubai, I think of Bugattis and straight lines.
Well, the car scene in the Middle East is quite a bit more diverse than you think.
Yeah,
there is a JDM scene.
Yeah, there is, but thing is, in there, a lot of the supercars that you see, they're getting abandoned by their owners within like a week because they
what
can't
the
pay them
fuck
off.
has that got to do with Horizon 3? You fucking
It's a
stupid man.
Because if you go into history, people there go to prison for not paying their debts. Like, and it's
what are you talking about?
And
oh my,
like,
oh my god, this is frustrating. Kill me,
man.
Hang me now with your dick.
That can happen to you if you're gay in Dubai.
Just
kill yourself, CJ.
I mean, come on.
Everyone who's watching this,
Get rid of him.
If you understand my cringe right now, just unsubscribe to CJ's channel. He doesn't upload there anyway. It's not like it matters.
Yeah, I uploaded like 2 days ago, kiddo.
Anyway,
at least it's better content than you.
Oh, okay then. Alright, so I think we pretty much exhausted Horizon 3. I think, for the most part, it will be Horizon 2, set in Australia. I think it was the main consensus, really, with more cars.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit more of a story. I think a story is one thing they'll focus on.
I just hope they don't have a Ben this time. I hope they don't have someone like Ben. That would be shitty.
Forget Horizon 2 was ever happened.
The thing is, there was a kind of a Ben-like figure in Horizon 1. It wasn't bad.
But you were like
Alice Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Alice bitch was annoying too, but they'll carry on. It's just a tradition. So they're the host of the host of the festival, so it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's gonna be some Australian bitch. Oh my god, that's gonna be so annoying with the Australian accent. Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
Hi.
Come and tune your car. That was an awful accent. Okay, how about we all try to do it on Australian accent? Go round. Good day, mate.
Oi, mate.
How's everybody doing?
That was actually quite good. That was genuinely.
Crikey! Oh, no, that's British shit.
Oh my god, that was autistic. That's what that was.
I'm not used to speaking. I'm not used to saying Australian accents a lot. So.
Good day, mate. I ain't going to Barbie.
Struggled quite a bit.
Wow,
I struggled quite a bit with spiders all over the place.
Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for the Microsoft conference. I think we should go ahead and go to the Sony one next, because that's kind of the next most important one in terms of like racing stuff too.
Vroom, vroom.
So we'll go through all the non-racing stuff first, and then we'll go on to Gran Turismo. So VR, PlayStation VR will be there. Pretty sure Gran Turismo is going to be supported on launch for that, so that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
If they drop the price on that, I could genuinely see myself getting that. Looks pretty cool.
Yep.
Infinite Warfare.
Boo.
Boo.
Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War 4, and then I wasn't expecting to see it with this one. Kingdom of Hearts 3. Is anyone interested, or am I the only one interested in Kingdom Hearts?
You're the only one.
I don't know, Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I have a bit of a soft spot for anything Final Fantasy related, truth be told.
Kingdom of Hearts is not related to Final Fantasy in any way.
Is it?
Well, they do have like a similar main character. Pardon if I'm pulling off a bit of a CJ here, but
do they?
I guess I don't know.
Kingdom of Hearts is like Disney.
Loud. No, it's Disney and Square Enix, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say they're similar. But then again, I've never really properly played a Final Fantasy game, so who am I to say? Anyway, with that being said, this one's one we can actually talk about. The PS4 Neo. What do you think the reaction to that's going to be?
Knowing people, it's going to be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! But to be fair, to be frank, they're really doing this just to keep up with PC.
See, I don't know. They're not. No, they're not. The reason they're doing it is because they're not. They want to push VR. That's the reason why they're doing it.
Well, that too, but obviously also because technology right now is just advancing at a really fast pace, and they want to be able to keep up, because in a year or two the PS4 is going to be really outdated in terms of modern day hardware when it comes to PC.
The thing is,
so
I think you underestimate it. I don't think in 2 years time 4K is going to be widespread.
It already starting to become that on PC, and with the 1070,
it's not though.
1080, the GTX.
It's not though. It's like 3% or some stupid shit of the amount of people that use 4K on the PC market. Like, it's literally 4K is the smallest thing right now. Like, we've got one downstairs, and like it's a good of a difference, but it's still very expensive for what it is. I think you really overestimate. Like 4K is going to be a huge eventually, but the price cuts aren't there yet.
I guess.
For it to be viable, and even with the new cards coming out, they're still like, I'm pretty sure the GeForce one's expensive, isn't it? It's like 600. The A1080.
Yeah, that's the 1080, but the 1070, which is like I think better than, I may be wrong, but the 1070 I think is better.
Can that run 4K?
I mean, it's better than, I think I heard it's better than the Titan, GTX Titan.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I might be mistaken.
Oh, that's odd, because I know for the fact the 980 that can hardly run 4K. I'm pretty sure.
I know it's better than the 980 Ti,
but
which is like one of the best.
I can genuinely see, like when they say, so the next thing we're going to announce is PS4 Neo. I can genuinely see either boos. I doubt there'll be boos, but it'll either be boos or no reaction.
Yo, I just got my PS4 last year. Okay.
I just got my PS4 last month. Okay.
If they offer you a huge discount, then like I can understand. I'll probably get one. But if they don't even offer a discount, then like what's the point? I don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean,
because like especially for someone like me I'm not interested in VR yet. It's way too underdeveloped for me to get one yet.
I mean, if the reliability is there for this PS4 Neo thing, I mean, I guess I can kind of consider.
Do you think it's going to sell well? You think it's going to sell well? I can't see it selling well. I think it's going to be a flop.
I don't see it selling well either, because I guess it depends on, because for me, when it comes to consoles, reliability plays a really huge factor, and yeah, there's a reason why Microsoft sold quite a lot of the slim Xbox 360s back then.
Yeah.
And when Sony came out with the second gen of the PS3, I mean that sold quite a bit more, because the first PS3s, I mean they're not the most reliable consoles ever. But as far as PS4s go, I mean yeah, I've had mine for well over a couple of months now, and hasn't let me down.
Do you not think... okay, so you've already got a PS4, right? If Xbox released a buffed up console, can you not see yourself getting that instead?
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna have to like really wow me. For me at least, it's gonna have to like really wow me in a way that the PlayStation ain't doing. So yeah.
All right, well that's the PS4 Neo. Thing is, it's bullshit. Basically, I don't think they're gonna get a reaction. Usually, when something mad's announced at E3, everyone will be like, "Whoa, yes!" and everyone will start applauding, and they'll wait for the crowd to stop applauding. I think when they announce the PS4 Neo, it will be like PS4 Neo, and I think there'll be a few claps here and there, but like, majority will be like, "Why? What have you done? Like, it's your fault."
A lot of people buy into stuff like that, so it's obviously not just gonna be a few, it's gonna be a lot of, so
I don't think it'll be that loud compared to like what else is played later in that day. I think compared to what else they've got left to announce, that'll be one of the lesser reactions, and it shouldn't be because it's a new console.
It's almost gonna be like the PS Vita all over.
5. Essentially, what it is, it's a PS5.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll see how that goes. And then the last thing we're going to talk about, the most important thing at the Sony conference, is Gran Turismo Sport. So, obviously they revealed everything at a large event last month. They basically gave away the car list. They gave away all the tracks. They basically gave away everything. So what I'm assuming we're going to see at Gran Turismo Sport is either an announcement for a demo or a announcement for or maybe it's more gameplay. I'm assuming maybe some more gameplay
or more stuff regarding customization and overall car personalization.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna quickly get this up because the car list as a whole was announced, and I kind of want to read it out because there's 100 cars, so it's not too much. Or read out the interesting ones anyway. Gran Turismo Sport car list. Alright, so the car list ranges... they're pretty much all new cars. There's nothing old on this list. It's 140 cars, and there's more to be announced, I think, or maybe not. Might be wrong on that one. But there's definitely 140 cars in the game. So you've got Alfa in the game, Audi in the game, Aston in the game, Alpine in the game, BMW in the game, Bugatti are in the game. And if you scroll down the list, there's literally there's nothing old here. It's all new stuff, and that is that's good and bad for different reasons. Obviously, it's mainly around motorsports, so you wouldn't see anything ridiculous. But for example, I'll read out BMW. So you'd think they'd have I don't know, before they really talked about the game, you'd think there'd be an E46, you'd think there'd be lots of BMWs. There's 4 BMWs in the game, one of them being the Vision Gran Turismo, one of them being the Z4 GT3, the other one being the stock M4 Coupe, and the other one being an M4 Coupe safety car.
Safety car?
As in Then again, it's not the final car list yet. So we'll never know.
I'm pretty sure this is near final, from what I understand. 72 have been revealed. 72 out of the 140 have been revealed. So there might be more BMWs, but for now that's all we know. 6 out of the 19 locations have been revealed. And then 7 of the layouts have been revealed. And then as for the tracks, you've got Brands Hatch, Nürburgring, Willow Springs. There's a dirt track, which is yet to be announced. Northern Oil Speedway and Tokyo. And that's all that's been announced so far, and then more to be announced in the future. So they've already gave away a lot of information, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you think they're going to do at E3?
Probably going to announce a few more cars and tracks and maybe a demo. But other than that, if they don't do that, they're just going to show more gameplay and maybe a demo live. There.
Do you reckon it'll be live? I can't see. I feel like Gran Turismo, it's a huge series, one of the biggest racing series, period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they would show it off on the stage compared to what else they've got to show off. A lot of people have been saying The Last of Us 2 is there. That wasn't in the list I was going through, but I'm assuming that'll be there just off the top of my head. And that's huge. Now that's one of those games which is going to get a huge pop.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to the PS4 Neo, The Last of Us 2. I need to get around to playing The Last of Us. But The Last of Us, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, those are the types of games that are going to get huge reactions.
Yeah, I have a PS4 now. I should actually pick up Last of Us Remastered.
But yeah, that's basically it for the Sony conference. There's really not much. I mean, even for Gran Turismo Sport, we kind of already know everything.
Yeah.
There's really very little to say because we kind of know everything. So, hopes for the best. I kind of want to see more gameplay. I want to see... I'd like to see a bit of the drifting mode if that's making a return, although they never really show that off. I'd like to see how it plays on a controller from other outlets. One thing we can definitely be sure of is that this happened last year. I remember when IGN did the Need for Speed interview. That shit was autistic as fuck. I remember everyone on Twitter getting mad about that because basically they only
mad.
They asked questions which they answered in the conference.
Yeah.
They basically just retold the conference. So IGN's not one to go to, but I'm assuming game what's they called? GameSpot. Is that what they're called?
Game Trailers was the only people that did like ask good questions and shit, but then they closed.
I'm pretty sure GameSpot did a quite good interview. I'm pretty sure they'll do another good interview. Yeah.
Theirs was.
But that's pretty much it for like the Sony conference. The next major conference we're going to talk about, because again, this kind of relates back to racing games, and we'll talk about EA last. But that's Ubisoft, because they could possibly have something The Crew related there. Now, again, this is kind of a topic which is a bit because we don't really know if they're going to either make a new game or carry on with the current game. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But firstly, we're going to go ahead and just go down the actual stuff that we know is going to be there or that's been rumored to be there. So, first thing, Watch Dogs 2.
Yay!
I'm actually pretty interested because
I liked Watch Dogs.
Story-wise, I enjoyed Watch Dogs.
Yeah. Good. It was a good game.
If everyone else was here, they'd shit on us.
Yeah, like Watch Dogs.
I will say this: the PS3 port was kind of crap, though.
Yeah. Well,
I play PS4.
Yeah,
that was the one. Because I remember it came out 2013,
2014,
or 2014. And that was the title I got with the bundle. Like when I got it when I bought it, that was the bundle. I got the Watch Dogs bundle. And I played it, and that was the first game I played. So maybe that had something to do with it, maybe because it was the first game I played on launch. But regardless, I remember staying up till 5 to finish that game. I saw the sun come up, and that was one of the best next-gen experiences I've had.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but Watch Dogs for me, like one of the best, hands down, next-gen games I've played.
I remember I played it on PC. I was playing on PC, and I would pull all-nighters playing that. And I'd wait till Cam was up in the morning on Skype. Over the summer, just playing that game.
Don't make this all mushy and shit, nigga. We on Real Talk Drivecast, nigga. We on episode 69. If you're gonna say that, you're gonna have to talk about how you licked me out too.
Oh, okay. Over Skype. Yeah.
Because it's episode 69. Yeah, Watch Dogs 2. I'm interested. I want to see what they're gonna come ahead and pull out.
Where do you think?
I hope it comes out this year.
Yeah.
I hope it comes out this year.
Where do you think?
Yeah.
Where do you think they'll put it? Like set it? Like I remember there was this giant rumor a while ago where they tweeted something on the Watch Dogs official Twitter about it being in Camden, New Jersey, and it got so like big that the actual news stations down in Philly ran a story about it possibly being there.
I don't want it to be wherever the fuck that is, because that sounds boring.
Camden, New Jersey's one. It's a third world country. It's a city where
I don't care.
Whatever, you don't care.
I really don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I've never heard that place in my life, and I don't I just don't care for it. I want it to be in a major city somewhere in America.
Yeah.
Where was it last time? Was it in Chicago?
Chicago, yeah. Chirac. So
New York could be quite cool.
Yeah. I'd also like to see.
Yeah, New York will be. But then again, they already have another game set in New York, The Division.
Yeah.
So,
but
I don't know.
Is that not more reason? Because they've already got all the models and shit. I think that'd be a cool idea. For me, New York. I think LA could work quite well. I don't know, it needs to be in a city area, so anywhere city. San Diego could be quite a good area.
When was the last time a game was based in San Diego? Probably Midnight Club.
Driver, San Francisco.
That was in San Francisco, not San Diego. Today, Driver San Francisco takes place in San Diego.
San Francisco would be a good area, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Actually, with that being said,
yeah.
Oakland,
especially since I live here.
It should be Gilroy, California.
There should be a model of you as one of like the NPCs, like just walking around the city.
Or have Niner since he lives near there. Make shitty racing YouTubers when you investigate him. That's what it comes up.
So yeah. So Watch Dogs is going to be there. A few Tom Clancy games. South Park game.
Ooh.
Probably a new Assassin's Creed, which no one's really interested in.
They say they were taking a year to break from it, because last year what's it called came out, the one that's set in London. Skype died.
A few moments later.
I got a power cut.
Rip.
Are you still recording, CJ?
Oh
yeah, I am.
Jay.
You're gonna have to send me your audio afterwards, then so I can edit it. And
I was showing people videos on YouTube that I found while we were doing it, so.
Oh wait,
it has that. But whatever. I will.
Well, I'm just going to cut that on here. Cool. That's really annoying. I can't believe that happened. There was legit a power cut for the first time in ages. What were we even talking about?
Are there like storms outside or no? Because usually that happens.
The fuse went probably.
Well, last.
What we were talking about?
I think last time we were talking about like where
Ubisoft.
Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2.
Were
we talking about Watch Dogs 2?
Yeah, we were talking about the city it was supposed to be in.
Like where it's gonna be set.
Yeah.
The city where it's gonna be set.
Oh yeah, we said front. Yeah, I got you now. Okay, back into the flow of things. CJ, you're gonna have to remind me how long it's gone for because I haven't got a timer anymore because my OBS has just gone down.
Right now, it's been going on for 43 minutes.
43 minutes. Okay, so Watch Dogs 2. I don't know where it's gonna be set, to be honest. I genuinely think it could be set in like some shit like Hancock,
Hancock, New York.
Hang Bangkok.
Hong Kong.
It could be set.
I don't know why I said Hang Bangkok.
There's this cool game. I think they should set it in Jakarta because there's this cool game called Jakarta. What?
Yo.
What?
My hometown, brother. My hometown.
Oh, you're from Jakarta. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm not from there.
You were gonna make an edgy joke about it too.
No, because there's this one game I played called Jakarta Motocross Challenge, and it was such a cool game.
Jakarta Motocross Challenge.
What does that have to do with Watch Dogs?
Interesting.
I played the game once, and it featured, and it was in Jakarta, and
what's it got to do with Watch Dogs anyway? But
they're
I would freak out. I would freak out if it's set in Jakarta. I would freak out. Yeah.
With that
where
being
I'm
said,
from, nigga. My hood. My hood, that's it.
Oh yeah, you can see me now.
Stop. Yeah, we can see you.
Why can I see you after my fucking power goes?
See, it was your power company's fault that you couldn't see me.
I was so close to throwing a tantrum. Seriously.
So we're 40 minutes. We're 40 minutes in. We still haven't talked about Top Gear yet, so we should really hurry up. Ubisoft conference, The Crew. Do we think there's going to be a new game, or do we think it's going to be another expansion?
If they're going to do a new game, I don't think they'll announce it this year, and there's a good possibility that we don't get any news. But there's also a good possibility that they're going to bring us another expansion. But when was the Wild Run?
I don't want it.
I think they teased Wild Run before E3, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
And we have about a week till E3, so I doubt there's going to be a new expansion. So they're probably going to begin with the next game, but there's also a good possibility that we won't get any new information on it this year.
I'm not sure if I want an expansion.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want it.
I don't want an expansion either. I think it's time they make a new game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Cool. So that's it for Ubisoft, and then we go on to EA. Again, EA I think is one of the most interesting, not for racing games, but just as a whole. Got Battlefield 1, so that's going to be sick.
Yes.
You got Titanfall 2, which is going to be sick.
Never played Titanfall, so.
Never played Titanfall. Titanfall's a good game.
Right.
Very underrated. I think it did miss on a lot, but at the same time, it did a lot of stuff right. So I think I've got high hopes for Titanfall 2. And then what else? And then possibly nothing Need for Speed related will come on. I think. I personally can't see anything Need for Speed related coming to.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, or anything racing game related. Period. And unless they do like a U-turn on this and bring out some Burnout game, but like I doubt they will. Yeah. I think out of all the conferences, the EA one's the least likely for anything to happen. And that's basically it for E3. I think we should quickly go across Top Gear, and then go on to the Q&A questions. So Top Gear, new Top Gear was on last Sunday. At this point, you probably heard everyone's opinions already, but we're going to go ahead and talk about it anyway. So, yeah, what do you guys think of the new Top Gear? I can go first if you.
I just want to. At the beginning of the show, when he announces Matt LeBlanc, the way he just runs up to him, smacks his hand, goes does a half moon, and runs all the way back was just really cringy. Like Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, I can agree on that. That was a real autistic way to say it.
Now. It's pretty much cringe gear now.
Yeah. I can agree on that too.
Yeah. It's just really a lot of it's Chris Evans, and you know how there's seven people who are supposed to be hosts. Where was that one guy? Like, you know, in the picture when he's the guy that's next to the stick, he looks like really old. He's like older than the other people, and he has like white hair and stuff. You know what I'm on about?
Al LeBlanc?
No.
Oh, the other
Chris
guy.
Harris?
I don't know.
Let me try and
No.
find a picture.
Definitely not Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, Roy Reed, Sabina Smits, Chris
LeBlanc.
Evans, and Matt LeBlanc are the 5.
But I thought there was 7, excluding the stick. There's 6.
No, there's 5. I'm pretty sure there isn't a 6th.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I might be confused.
The one thing that got me is if anyone watched Extra Gear, Rory Reid and Chris Harris had so much more chemistry than anyone else on the whole thing.
Definitely.
So much more chemistry. And that was really disappointing to see because it was genuinely like they were really good as a group.
Yeah, definitely.
One good upside to it though is they're coming on the 3rd episode.
Good.
Yes.
So we will see them, but it's going to be a bit of a while till we do. I'm not going to watch the next episode. I'm going to wait till episode 3 when Rory Reid and Chris Harris come on. But I've not got high hopes. I went into it with high hopes, hoping that it was going to be half decent, but sadly that wasn't the case.
I never really had high hopes coming into it, and I don't think it's going to change. Chris Evans for me, you know that ginger-looking motherfucker. I'm sorry, he ruined the whole show for me. And he's just like this sly-ass, egotistical egomaniac. Like what is he doing? Like trying to. I
saw a tweet he had. He said a tweet like, "This has got this amount of views compared to last season, which makes it better." No, nigga. The fact that it had that much drama around it, that was why it had so many views. Watch the decline on the 2nd episode. It's gonna go mental. I'll watch Extra Gear because Extra Gear is genuinely entertaining. But the main show is awful.
Exactly.
And until Chris Harris and when Chris Harris and Roy Reid come on, I feel like I can ignore Chris Evans. I'll go on. I can ignore that. I can get past that just to watch them two. But for now, even Matt LeBlanc was cringy for me.
I like Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, he was alright.
I liked them.
He was better, but
I mean,
just he still missed something.
I'd say give him a couple of more episodes. I think he'll be all right. He's definitely not the best, but like,
because them two just don't seem like car people. Chris Evans just seems like the type of person who's bought loads of Ferraris and seems like a car guy. You're not a car guy. You just bought loads of Ferraris. Honestly, anyone can buy loads of Ferraris.
Definitely, like those tweets he sent out just shows how much of a dick he is. Really,
yeah. Fact.
It just shows how much of a fact. Those
and
tweets you send out, Chris, shows how much of a dick you are.
And like what I'm saying is from my point of view, it's more of a case of like how much do you actually know about cars? Like you can say, I own a Ferrari this, I own a Ferrari that, but like you just I don't know. I feel like he's lying a bit. I feel like he's not really a car person.
Honestly, like when I saw when I saw this piece with the ACR versus the Z06, I was just like, what? BBC, why the hell did you hire this guy? It's just he's just pretty much stating a lot of things we already know about those cars. Like, come on, be crafty.
And like the thing which pissed me off as well is the fact that they weren't original and they just literally ripped off all of Clarkson's lines at the start and at the end almost until he like said no. It was just cringe. And like all of the edited cheers and stuff. And apparently when they actually recorded it, they said that everyone's phone had to be turned off to like stop people to going on their phones. And I think that just made me laugh as a whole.
I even heard that some people even left the tapings, before the tapings even ended.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, to be honest. It was that bad. Anyway, CJ, how long we got left? You got time?
We're on 52 minutes right now.
That gives us enough time for the Q&A questions then. Alright then, so Q&A questions. So if you guys already know, this is the section where you guys ask the question and we answer them. Now, obviously, it's only us three this week because everyone else has died. But we're going to do our best to try and answer the questions.
I'll look at Niner's video, see if he has any.
Just load it up real quick. I think I've got quite a few on mine.
Let's see how many Niner has. Niner has 1. He has 1. I'll go Niners first. This is from Apple Slipper, and he asks, "What moments do you guys had on online games that makes you want to kill yourself?" That's a meme from one of our videos that we made, so you guys won't get that. Well, Cam won't, because he doesn't watch our videos.
I watched none of those, didn't watch all those.
Well, but yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I tell you what, anytime you get close to a high kill streak on COD and die, I've recently had that frustration because Black Ops 1's gone on backwards compatibility, so I've been playing that. And last night I got so close to getting dogs, and I was one off dogs and died, and I was gonna. Oh my god, I wanted to kill myself. That was awful. That's the answer for me. Or rammers on any racing game.
Yeah.
For me, probably when I'm on, like, it doesn't have to be Need for Speed. It can be any racing game where there's contact, especially GTA Online, and you just get...
GTA wasn't bad though, because you could kind of like counteract it.
Yeah, but it was still really easy to get
when you don't expect it, you can easily get spun out. But if you were expecting it, you could easily counter it.
But
GTA was bad because everyone who plays it's 5 years old.
Exactly.
That's why I don't play GTA Online anymore. But yeah.
That's why I don't play GTA.
That's I play modded GTA 5 with mods like LSPDFR.
I don't play GTA because it's boring. I play it for the story usually, and then that's it. I don't really play for the online. Anyway, has anyone else got anything else before we go on to the next one?
No.
All right.
I haven't actually answered that question, but then again, I don't play online a lot. But it's only recently that I've been playing online a lot in Need for Speed and the crew, and it's just basically like rammers. You know, especially rammers in exotic cars, because I think it was earlier today. I was playing. Believe it or not, I was playing with Jazz, and yeah, we were told we were supposed to race like two events. We were racing like 2 Aventadors, probably some Middle Eastern guys, whatever. One of them had a freaking KSI wrap.
Oh, cringe. Actually, yeah. I think I've only seen a few of those, but I haven't seen loads of KSI wraps yet. Like, it's not like a widespread thing yet, which is good. But I've seen a few.
Most of KSI's fans just don't give a shit about racing games, so.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so the next question comes from Adith Thomas, and his question is, what's your opinion on Jews?
Jews? I thought you said juiced there for a second.
As in Jews, as in like Jewish people. I love them all. Nah. I want to suck their circumcised penises.
I can't really form an opinion on Jews because I don't hang out with a lot of them.
I don't know any.
So basically, them to a racist. I love Jews. I love you all. So the next question comes from Next Gen Racing. He's got 2 questions. He says, if you were in the army, who would die? In what order? So I think we'll go in terms of the whole group being here, and we'll go for the main group. So Daniel, since you're kind of an outside perspective, you can go first. And CJ, that's why you die. I just want to
one thing's for sure, CJ's gonna die first.
No.
Thank you.
What makes you say that?
I know you're gonna die first because you have that mentality. You just look like one of those people who's gonna die in battle first.
Reloading.
Yep. That alone just proves that you are going to die first, motherfucker.
No, I'm good at Battlefield, so I won't. And I play Arma, so it's alright.
Again, that's why you're gonna die first. That's exactly why you're gonna die first. Anyway, carry on with the list.
As far as the one to die next, okay, this is gonna be a hard one. Probably and definitely not Jay. I'm not gonna say Jay. No.
Probably.
Yeah. I love you, Jay. Shout out again. Probably Niner. Probably Niner.
The Americans are first.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. And then yeah, probably Speedway's next. And
really?
I thought maybe not Speedway, maybe not Speedway, but yeah, in this case probably Jay's next. Yeah, probably Jay's next, and then Speedway and UCAM.
You think I'd die last?
That's my word.
To be fair, I would have the mindset of being absolutely fucking ruthless, but that's like all I've got really. And I think I'd have a good aim because I've got quite a steady hand. But like besides that, I'm quite agile. Actually, besides the strength, I'm pretty good all rounder. Quite agile. My kicks are insane. So if someone unarms me, I start like crop jumping them, then I'll like do a hurricanrana and like put them into some lava pit.
Okay. Why would there be a lava pit? Like, where are you fighting?
Why wouldn't there be a lava pit?
Where are you fighting? What theater of war are you fighting in?
Yep.
It's the war against heaven and hell. I'm Satan's dad. Okay, so the next question from Next Gen Racing, it's where do you think the racing community will be in 2 years' time?
Ass. My ass. I'll be the biggest racing YouTuber.
CJ will definitely not be making videos in 2 years' time.
Why not?
I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I think.
What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
I'm calling it. I can tell you won't be making videos in 2 years.
I personally
I don't get what you mean.
I personally want to see like a lot of racing gamers like get invites to like legit car events. Because racing games relate to cars a lot, and I feel like I can really see a lot of us being invited to like press events from like Chevrolet or Nissan or hey even Audi or Aston Martin. Well, not necessarily Aston Martin, but yeah, just getting invited to to those kinds of events, and yeah, I feel like the racing community is still small, but I do see like a lot of potential for the racing community, especially like getting invited to like a lot of like real life car events and stuff.
Yeah. I think with Need for 2017 coming out next year, and Horizon 3 coming out this year, I think that cycle's good of having one then the other. I think it's just gonna be so big in 2 years' time, so big. At the moment, like we're still quite small, but 2 years' time it's gonna blow up.
Definitely.
I think.
Yeah. Let's just hope they don't blow up with glitchers and spammers and.
By the looks of things, I don't think it will be that way. Because even when Dom I've tried to do it, he just left. So hopefully it's the same for everyone else.
Yeah. 2 years.
Or just COD like for people, really.
Yeah. I think for me in 2 years' time. 2 years, maybe in 2 years' time I'll be like to doing this for like a full-time thing. Hopefully, I don't really know. Like it's a bit hard to kind of just say like that, but I'd like to be progressing quite well. I think as the community gets bigger, it kind of gets easier to grow almost for those who have already got channels and stuff. But for people who start like there, it's going to be harder if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think for like all of us, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. Okay, so going on to the next question from DivJotMan. His question is, what's your GPA if you're comfortable with saying? Now, I don't live in the US, so I can't say, but GPA.
Let
me check.
Okay.
I don't know if Daniel's got a GPA.
I don't think
actually, Fall of 2014 was like the only time when I scored like 4 rows on almost all my classes. I think the low score I got was like a 3.5. I even got an honor roll letter, so yeah, there's that. But most of my GPAs are like within the 2s.
I don't know if that's good or bad. So that means literally nothing to
me. I'm getting my grade up right now.
But 4.0 is like the maximum, like the maximum you can get. So.
Did you not know by heart?
No, because they're not final yet, but I can give you what it is as of right now, and it's not in a grade point average state, but I can give you overall what my grade is.
CJ, all you've got to say, if you can guess it off the top of your head, just say. It's not that deep to research it.
Say it. Hey, bruh.
Right now, over the entirety, it's about.
Say it, CJ.
My entirety, it's like a 90.
Fucking GPA, fam.
87 overall. But that's not that's in terms of like out of 100. It's not an actual.
So it's probably like a 3 point something, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
3 points.
All right. Next question is from Jean LeBlanc. Ha!
Ha!
Jean LeBlanc. And his question is, what is your dream supercar? A Murcielago, the 2002 Murcielago for me.
Murcielago LP6, either the Murcielago LP640 or the Ferrari F40 or F50. Or recently, I've been really into the McLaren 650S. Yeah, nice. And the Huracan. Yeah, and the Lawnmower.
What was the question?
All right, next question goes from Apple Slipper, and the next question is: what was your most favourite subject in school and your most hated subject in school? Most hated subject, I would say, was music. Fucking hated that thing. And the one I preferred the most was probably, like, if we're talking about GCSE stuff, it's probably tech. Technology was hilarious. The amount of shit we used to do in technology, and like just stupid shit, like seeing how many press-ups we could do in the middle of the classroom without Sir noticing and stuff. It was just hilarious. So I'm gonna say tech was the best.
For me, my favorite would probably have to be my American honors. Honors American, and my least favorite probably has to be art appreciation. We don't do any art. We just
you niggas in America got some weird.
We just look at art and appreciate it, and then we have tests on it. That's art appreciation.
So boring. Daniel.
Actually, back in college, I mean, I actually enjoyed my music classes like a lot. It's definitely like some of my favorite classes. I'm more of an arts type guy, so I do enjoy like anything arts related, even if it's like sometimes a little boring. And a lot of my classes in my university, I do enjoy them. But as far as my least favorite classes, I don't know. Anything to do with science, really. Anything to do with science or like.
I was bad at science. I was really bad at science.
I have a good grade in my
one distinct memory I have in tech was I remember for 3 hours straight, because we have 3-hour lessons. We used to have 3-hour lessons.
That'd be horrible.
Basically, there was a storage area, and no one used to go in the storage area. It was just there, and it was the perfect area to just do random shit. So what we did was we found a ball, and there were just planks of wood, and we would play cricket in the back and like play tennis and shit in the storage cupboard, and it was the greatest thing ever. That was hilarious. So that's what I'm gonna say.
I imagine people playing cricket in like a very small room, like.
Oh yeah, it's like it was extremely small, but it was hilarious and it was great amount of fun. So.
I remember playing a lot of cricket and baseball back in high school.
That
was pretty fun.
The next question comes from Zane Plays Dirt 3, and this question is: what new car would you want? For example, a 15 or 16 plate, so something from 2015 or 2016.
2016 NSX.
Corvette or Viper for me. Corvette or Viper.
That's a good choice.
Or Camaro.
I'm gonna say. You know what's really grown on me recently?
What?
Oh, they don't do that anymore, though. They don't sell those anymore. I was going to say 458, but they don't sell the 458 anymore.
Oh.
From my knowledge. That's hard. I don't know. No budgets. Oh, we said no budgets, but exclude supercars and hypercars.
Oh,
budget would be around 60k.
Wait,
my bad, I missed out.
NSX really isn't a supercar.
That's
probably a Corvette.
More of a glorified sports car, but
I'm gonna say
probably a C7 Corvette. So
I don't know. That's such a hard question. You got to put me on the spot like that. I'm gonna say an M2 or an M4. Even then, I don't know. I would want something to stick, so I'm gonna say M2.
If I have to choose,
alright, that's not bad.
Other than the NSX, I'd probably pick. What the heck?
If you're gonna say NSX, I'm gonna say Huracan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say NSX, even though he said excluding for hypercars and shit.
I guess if we're including supercars, I'm gonna include the 650S and the Huracan too.
Alright, cool. Well, that was it for all of the questions on mine. Is that all of it on yours? Yeah. Well, that was the 69th episode of Drivecast.
69!
Bits of a fuckfest, to be honest. I got a power cut halfway through. No one was here. But hopefully, Daniel, we did you a good episode. Hopefully, everyone else watching this enjoyed this. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to Dan's link will be down in the description, as well as everyone else. If CJ remembers to go ahead and put it in the description, we will see you guys in the next episode. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe. And peace.
Bye.
Wildcard.